For our lesson today, we'll be discussing about the volume of a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism is a three-dimensional solid figure with six rectangular faces. Like a cube, all the angles of a rectangular prism are right angles. Unlike the edges of a cube, which are all of the same lengths, the edges of the rectangular prism, however, may be of different length, such as this edge, which is what we call the length, this edge, which is what we call the width, and this edge, which is what we call the height. Take note that these edges has different or have different measurement. The volume of the rectangular prism is the product of its length, width, and height, and it can be written as V equals L times W times H, where L represents the length, W represents the width, and H represents the height. Similar to that of a cube, the volume of a rectangular prism is measured in cubic units. Let us find the volume of this rectangular prism in the given measurement. We have the length, which is 5 centimeter, our width, which is 3 centimeter, and our height, which is 2 centimeter. Using the formula for a rectangular prism, given the length, the width, and the height, we have V equals length times width times height, where length is 5 centimeter, the width is 3 centimeter, and the height is 2 centimeter. So we multiply 5 centimeter times 3 centimeter times 2 centimeter. The volume of this rectangular prism is 30 cubic centimeter. Another one, let us find the volume of this figure, whose length is 10 inches, the width is 9 inches, while the height is 3 inches. Using the formula for a rectangular prism, given its length, its width, and its height, remember that the formula is volume equals L times W times height, where L is 10 inches, W is 9 inches, and H is 3 inches. So multiply 10 inches times 9 inches times 3 inches, we now have 270 cubic inches. Let us find the volume in cubic meter of a rectangular prism that is 12 centimeter long, 8 centimeter wide, and 5 centimeter high. Using the formula for the rectangular prism, V equals length times width times height, let us substitute the value of each dimension. So L, or the length, is 12 centimeter, width is 8 centimeter, while the height is 5 centimeter. So multiply 12 centimeter times 8 centimeter times 5 centimeter. The volume in cubic centimeter is 480 cubic centimeter. But the problem is we are looking for the volume in the unit cubic meter. So in order for us to convert this into cubic meter, we just simply divide 480 by 1 million. Remember that 1 cubic meter is equal to 1 million cubic centimeter. So 480 divided by 1 million, that is 0.00048 cubic meter. So therefore, the volume of the rectangular prism in cubic meter is 0.00048. A rectangular tank measures 30 centimeter long, 12 centimeters wide and 15 centimeters high. How many liters of water are needed to fill the tank? Using the formula for a rectangular prism, given the length, the width, and the height, we have 30 centimeter times 12 centimeter times 15 centimeter. So the volume in cubic centimeter is 5,400 cubic centimeter. But the problem is we are going to look for the volume in liters. So therefore we divide 5,400 cubic centimeter by 1,000. Remember that for every 1 liter, the equivalent value is 1,000 cubic centimeter. So therefore, the volume is 5.4 liters. 3 liters of water are needed to fill a rectangular receptacle. If the receptacle is 3 centimeters wide and 4 centimeters high, what is its length? So the given volume is in liters. We first need to convert this cubic centimeter since the given measurements of the width and the height of the receptacle are in centimeter. So therefore, take note that there are 1,000 cubic centimeter in every liter. So we multiply the number of liters to find the equivalent number of cubic centimeter. So that is 3 multiplied by 1,000. Therefore, the volume of receptacle is 3,000 cubic centimeter. Now that we know the volume in cubic centimeter, we can plug this value into the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism. We also plug in the values for width and height, and we will have the following. So again, the formula is V equals length times width times height. The volume is 3,000 cubic centimeter. The length is missing, so we will just write L. The width is 3 centimeter and the height is 4 centimeter. We can then simplify the product of 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter to find the unknown value of the length. So 3 times 4, that is 12 square centimeter. To find L, we think of a number such that when we multiply it by 12, we get 3,000. So thus, this number may be obtained by dividing 3,000 by the number 12. So 3,000 divided by 12, the answer is 250. Therefore, the length of the receptacle is 250 centimeter. For the last problem, the volume of a rectangular prism is 210 cubic centimeters. Its length and width are 7 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. So what is the height of the prism? Given the volume V equals L times V times height, we will substitute the value of volume, which is 210 cubic centimeter. The length is 7 centimeter and the width is 6 centimeter, while the age or the height is missing. We now multiply 7 by 6. The answer is 42 square centimeter. After that, we divide 210 by 42. Therefore, the height of the rectangular prism is 5 centimeter.